Guys, we are back. And because Coach Ronnie just got back in the country, we're going to be joined here by my co-host, the incomparable J.R. Bell, and we're going to be engaging in another edition of Fact or Fiction. All this and more on the latest edition of Real Boxing with Coach Ronnie Shields.
Proudly presents living legend and elite level trainer Ronnie Shields.
Well, I'll tell you what, JR. Guys, welcome. Happy Tuesday to all of you guys. And customarily, we're joined by Coach Ronnie Shields every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But he's still on vacation, technically. So we're being joined by my co-host, the incomparable J.R. Bell of the Boxing Source. J.R., how art thou, sir?
All right, checking in. What's going on? What's going on there, Brother Joseph?
Oh, I'll tell you what, man. I'm still trying to shake off this illness of the new year and these terrible allergies in my voice. Sounds a bit husky as a result, but I don't care. I'm going to be on here with you, and I'm going to have fun because we have a lot to talk about, brother. Or haven't you noticed? Oh, Chihuahua. Guys, let's start off doing one of my favorite segments. Here we go.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Oh boy. Man. Oh goodness.
Yeah, tell me when you can see this ugly mug here.
All right.
Oh, there it is. You see, I wasn't lying, brother. Here we go. Are you ready for another edition of Terrible Fan Takes? And just before I press play, I'm going to put the golf ball on the tee and let you swing away, all right? I'm not going to say anything, and you just go off, right?
I can see people saying, oh, let him move up to fight Earl at 54 and then just come back down. That could be good and bad. We've seen guys as great as Roy not look good when they come back down. But the Spence fight is a great fight to pass the torch to the next great American boxer. You know, Spence, he made Bud.
You think Spence could pass the torch?
I mean, listen.
What torch does he have? Like,
he made Bud. And historically, boxers, they could give Deshaun to at least 3 fighters. Like Oscar gave Deshaun to B-Hop, Pacquiao, and Floyd. Cotto gave Deshaun to Pacquiao, Canelo, and I guess that's really it.
So you like the Spence fight better than the Pacquiao fight?
Fuck yeah! What?
Why?
Listen, Pacquiao's old. He's 47. Do you not see Earl could put a story of 2 pairs of gloves on his story and the world go crazy? That man's fan base is huge, man.
Okay. Yeah. James? Guys, now, first of all, that's the boxing voice. Not to be confused with the boxing source, which I have right here in the queue. So, as you were, James.
I mean, this is, no different than what, he's been doing, for the past couple of years. And I'm, not necessarily up for this, shock value or shock jock type of coverage when it comes to the sport of boxing, right? So this thing here reference to Errol Spence Jr. and Devin Miles Haney. Come on, we got to stop with that. I don't even think Bill Haney had Errol Spence Jr. on that list that he was talking about, that he put on Twitter/X or whatever it is, right? So Errol Spence wasn't even in their radar. That's number one. Number two, why would you say that Devin Haney would need somebody to pass, the torch with when you had it happen when he fought Vasily Lomachenko, or you could just have him define himself within the welterweight division itself? He doesn't have to go up to 154. He just made it to 147 with his fight against Brian Norman Jr. So why not have him just stay in that glamour division of 147? And with Errol Spence,
look, I'll be honest, man. Even a compromised Errol Spence Jr. gives Devin Haney fits because of the style matchup. He's not like Brian Norman. He's not like Regis Prograis. He actually knows how to cut off the ring, close the distance intelligently, and apply that hard pressure that Bill and Devin can't stand. And go ahead and try tying up Errol Spence Jr. on the inside. See what happens.
Yeah,
like, honestly, this is so stupid. And it's bad when the chick in the video is making more sense than this bonehead.
Oh, man.
Seriously, what torch? Like, dude, he's comparing the status of Errol Spence Jr. to that of Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, he did bring that up. Oscar De La Hoya Miguel Cotto.
Oscar De La Hoya was the biggest star in boxing at one time.
Yeah.
Like, he had something to pass. He was the torchbearer.
Right.
Like, would you ever confuse Errol Spence Jr. with that?
Not necessarily, but the thing that the point that Ness tried to pull up was in reference to Errol Spence Jr. and his fan following, which is pretty.
Well, no. It was. Let's be honest. It was, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have no idea. Now, would people be interested? Would a fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Seabass Fundora make more impact than one with Keith Thurman? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But to think that Errol Spence Jr. is still that guy and still has that fan base, boy, that's like saying that Devin Haney is the big breadwinner.
I'll put it this way. If he was really had that enough interest in that, regardless of what's going on right now, they would have had something up there, for Errol Spence to get back in the ring, regardless of his status, because the money would have been there for it if they really feel like he has that type of pull.
Yeah, man. Honestly, dude, let's just move on from this. This is terrible. Guys, let's say hello. Shalom, sir. Good to see you, Hawker. And the Boxing Academic. Good to see you, my friend. Happy New Year to you, brother. God bless you, my friend. Good to see you. Let's just go right into this, guy.
Hey, we ain't ducking and dodging nobody. It's time for Fact or Fiction.
The thing is this, Floyd.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't bankrupt. Man, I don't know what y'all saying. I still live in a palace.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Number one, the topic du jour, my friend. Okay. Anthony Joshua will definitely announce his retirement later this month, but we'll have second thoughts after Tyson Fury takes Wardley's belt later this year. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Which part?
Might be both of them. I know the first part is. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. You don't think Anthony Joshua is going to announce his retirement? From what I've been told, it's pretty much done.
No.
That he's not even thinking about boxing at this time.
No. No. I mean,
Is it something you've heard or something you don't want to believe?
I mean, I haven't seen anything like directly from it because if anything, I would have heard if there was something anywhere close to Anthony Joshua thinking about retirement or going into retirement. And I haven't seen anything.
I'm just telling you what I heard, brother. You don't want to believe it, do you?
Nah, I don't.
Look, man. Honestly, I think all of us, because I know this to be true from people I've talked to that are very close to the boxing scene and very close to his camp, that he's not even thinking about boxing at this time. And you're not going to see him fight in February like originally planned.
Well, yeah.
He's not even thinking about getting into another camp with two of his very close personal friends who were right there with him in every camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not even thinking about that. He can't even imagine it from what I've been told. So if like, I can't even imagine him coming back this year.
Now that
I can't.
Now that could be potentially the case, because
and at 36, after that big Jake Paul payday, what does he have to prove? He's not trying to win another title.
Nope.
That's why he went after Jake Paul, and that's why he circled Tyson Fury on his criterion, on his syllabus. He's not thinking about Agit Kabayel. Dude, that big cracker, man, is too much for him at this stage of his career. He's not thinking of Usyk again.
Nah.
He's not thinking of Woodley. He's not thinking of a rematch with Dubois.
Nope.
So, brother, this is just putting the exclamation point at the end of the statement. He's going to retire, and I know this to be true. So, anyway, as you were. So, what about the second part? He'll have second thoughts after Tyson Fury takes Wardley's belt later this year.
Fiction, because I don't even think, having a belt would really affect anything as far as like a fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Like, the fight would be big within itself. It doesn't need a belt.
Yeah, but what if it had the WBO title? It would be considered. Look, in the immortal words of Evander Holyfield, one of the first interviews I ever did with Evander, he said this: look, man, if belts don't matter, because I asked him something like this 20 years ago, and he said, if belts don't matter, if the sanction organizations don't matter, why do I always seem to make more money when I've got one around my waist?
I don't know. Maybe we could ask Santos Saul Alvarez Barragan when he decides to come back into
Okay, well, you know what, brother? That's probably coming up in Fact or Fiction. I'm not talking about Canelo. I'm talking about the guy who he didn't want to face in his comeback.
Oh.
Yeah. José Iglesias. Yeah, that's coming up. That's coming up. In fact, let's do that now. Guys, we're going to revisit the Anthony Joshua story a bit later. Because I've been catching a lot of grief from this. And I'm like, look, just like I told you guys, Ryan Garcia was going to face Mario Vargas. I told you guys that a month and a half before it was announced. Guess what? It happened. And I'm just telling you what I know to be true. The guys that I trust, yes. So anyway, here's number 2. Let's do this again, because I like hearing this. Let's do it.
Hey, we ain't ducking and dodging nobody. It's time for Fact or Fiction.
You know, boxing in North America is in a terrible state when the Jaime Munguias of the world are acting as businessmen before fighters. Fact or fiction?
I guess you could say it's a fact, but I guess Jaime Munguia is making a smart business decision for not taking the belt with José Iglesias. Come on.
I don't know, dude.
Ooh.
I don't know. Look. All I can say is because he's such a pollo, which means chicken in Spanish, guys. You know that. El pollo loco. Come on. Because he's such a big pollo, we'll never know. We'll never find out. But look, man, Cubans have a very hard time with that pressure style. I like this matchup. Unfortunately, Jaime Munguia is still a bit fragile after getting knocked out by Bruno Sarachi. Maybe we can say that. Is that fact or fiction, Big
Now that's a
James?
fact. Now that is a fact.
Oh, say it ain't so, Jaime. Oh, dude. Yeah. Hold on. The Boxing Epidemic says, does Wilder make sense then? Oh, that's coming up in Fact or Fiction too, Boxing Academic. Thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. And Peter Von Arx, welcome to the show, sir. Good to see you, my friend. Joshua may be traumatized from after the accident, but he's still game and will come back. Against who? Who knows? Are you sure about that? He's still game? What, you judge that by watching his fight against Jake Paul? Really? What did we learn, James, from the Jake Paul debacle?
That, hey, if you're able to get a quick buck from fighting Jake Paul, you'll take that anytime, any day.
Yeah, but did we learn anything about Anthony Joshua right now?
No. Like, he was coming back at the time from a injury and just getting into camp and trying to see where he was at. So he would have needed like another fight in the professional game before taking a bigger fight of that magnitude. So we didn't really learn anything.
No, we didn't learn anything, guys. So a bit of wishful thinking by Peter Von Arx. You may or may not be right, but you don't know. And welcome, Carlos. Good to see you, my friend. He says, you were right about Berlanga, Joe. I liked him, but man. Well, hey, here's a ray of hope. He very well may become the WBA super middleweight champion in March because he's going to be facing Jose Armando Resendez. And look, James, as much as I don't want to admit it, this is a style matchup that favors Hamburger Langa. Tell me I'm wrong, James.
Oh, man. Yeah,
You know I'm right, dude.
Yeah, absolutely crazy, man.
Yeah. Dude, your face says everything right now, brother. Oh, dude. Yeah. And as the sands, oh geez. Yeah, like sands through the hourglass, so is the world of boxing.
Right.
Hey, Jesus M, saludos to you, brother. Joe, has AJ confirmed he's retired? Apparently, I jumped the gun because no, he hasn't. And a bunch of people let me have it today. And I'm like, look, I trust my guys. And what they tell me is 95% correct almost always. So I jumped the gun. No, he hasn't announced it definitively, but he will. And I would bet my house on it. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But until then, yeah, take it to the bank, guys. Oh, goodness gracious, Peter. Stop, man. Jesus says, Joe, how much toll does the crash accident take on AJ mentally and physically? Look, guys, he already wasn't the stoic mental giant, right, going into the Jake Paul fight. And that was Jake Paul. Dubois, remember his last real fight, he got face planted by Daniel Dubois in front of over 90,000 spectators. And wait a minute, who told you that was going to happen, Big James?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think you all get the point. But look, you tell me, Jesus. You tell me, and from what my guys have told me, Anthony Joshua admitted this. This is weighing heavily on his heart right now because he gave his friend the shotgun position. He was going to ride shotgun. He said, no, you know what? You're new to this city. You're new to this area. I want you to take everything in. So you sit shotgun. How do you think how he's dealing with that emotionally, guys? Spiritually. How do you think his heart is feeling right now? How would you feel, Jesus? If you dodged the bullet, but you gave your friend the death sentence by sitting shotgun, how would you be dealing with that right now? Would you be thinking about boxing or anything else? Would you be, oh, I can't wait now to prepare, get a new team together and work on beating someone's ass, knowing that you should probably be deceased? Guys, this is a no-brainer, and I can't believe there's even debate about this. Boxing epidemic, yeah, you know, brother. Guys, we should all just stay out of his business and allow him to take the time that he needs, and my guess, it's going to be a lifetime. I know that I would be fragile in my heart and in my mind, and I wouldn't even be thinking about beating someone up in the ring. I'd think about life is precious, and I'm not going to waste any more time getting ready to beat someone up. That's what I would do. SSM says AJ might take the Fury bout and do it for the friends that passed away. You know, if he does do that, that's going to be way down the road. Probably not until 2027, when Fury's a ripe old age of 38. Yeah. Peter says, oh, Joshua will fight again. Yeah, just like the Green Bay Packers are going to win it all. I would feel distraught, and the meaning of life is to live for family and God. Exactly. All right, are you ready for the next one, my friend?
Yep.
Here we go. Yeah, we've only done 2 now. We're already 20 minutes in. What's going on here, James? All right, getting prepared for, I want to hear what you have to say about this one. Fact or fiction, Big James? Fresh Productions, Matthias's promoter, will lose well over $2 million this Saturday night. Fact or fiction?
Oh man, it might be 3 million or something, because man, that's a fact.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Ooh. Like when you don't even see, but I don't know. I'll just give an estimate of 15 seats ringside being sold at the Barclays Center, right? And it's basically the entire Barclays Center open for this fight. And yet you only got 15 or so ringside seats sold, and maybe even like 10% of the overall seats available for the fight sold. Man, yeah, you're going to lose well over 10 million for this joint.
Oh my gosh. And then they're paying payperview.com $25,000 to produce this video. $25,000 for absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, this is bad, guys. And the sad part about this, James, is I love this fight. Dalton Smith is a tough kid from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to stand his ground and trade with the irresistible force, Subriel Matias. And this is for the WBC crown at 140. This is when they need to pull a Triller and say, hey, you know what? We're going to take back our purse bid, and we're going to scrap this. But you said something earlier. You said it's too late for that. Is it really too late for that?
Yeah. You would have had up to, Saturday to do something. And, well, it's pretty much past that point. We're in fight week right now. So
all the teams, all the camps, all the fighters are in New York.
All of them are in New York. And if anything, if they really wanted to try something, I don't know why it wasn't the case, but this actually is something, because I forgot like what the price of the overall tickets are, but you know how things go when it comes to these boxing events and things like that, and how things are organized, whether it's at the top level or at the local level. And at some point in the local level or whatever it is, sometimes if you got an event that you're doing and you got a fight card and you got these fighters, you give these fighters a certain amount of tickets for them to sell, so that they'll be able to push tickets and kind of get money from those tickets, or a percentage from the tickets sold. It looks like they didn't even do that for this particular fight card. Like, you got a number of fighters that are within the area or from the area there, whether it's New York or New Jersey, that are on this card, and it's like you don't even see like support that would be coming from those people or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is terrible, guys. This is, oh man. Like I said, this is going to prove to be in front of about 500 people, maybe max, and I'm being nice. This is going to be a fight of the year candidate, because I can't imagine Dalton Smith wilting until maybe the mid to late rounds. Like, goodness gracious, dude. Yeah, this is bad, guys. All I can say is please support this on payperview.com, because these guys are going to take a bath. Please don't steal this one. Please purchase this one, guys. Oh, my gosh. Or should we just say, hey, tough luck, Buster?
I mean, hey, when it was something where, you had the purse bid, and Fresh Productions won the purse bid, and they said, oh, okay, so this is what you want to pay for this main event? Okay, cool. Good luck.
I actually think they thought that they were going to lose. They just wanted to do something respectable for their fighter.
Yeah, but at that point, sometimes I think if you do have it to where like you do actually win, it's like, oh snap, we won. What do we do? What do we do? Do we try to make this fight, or do we just say, you know what, we can't make it happen? I would have chose the second option, like how you had the whole thing with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr. when Triller won that bid for like $6 million, and it didn't end up having a fight.
Yeah, but that was $6 million. They actually thought, hey, you know what? We're going to win this. If you're doing 1.8 million only, I don't think they thought they were going to win. I think they thought Eddie Hearn was probably going to at least bid 2.3, 2.5 on his own. Man. But they won. Hey, you made your bed. Now you lie in it.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Oh, well, man. Roll the bones. See what happens.
Yep.
All right, moving on, guys. We're number 4. Keith Thurman, Fact or Fiction, James. Keith Thurman and Seabass Fundora is still without another date for their fight, which more than likely means the fight will get scrapped. Fact or Fiction?
Oh, man. That's looking like a fact. Unless they have something set for February, 21st or something like that. But if not, tough luck, buddy. They ain't got it. They do not have it. Because if anything, I would have seen something by now. Yep. Given what's been rumored, there's been another event that's been planned, but it's for March. So
yep.
If I don't see like anything that may happen for maybe what I would say February 28th, then you ain't gonna see that fight happening.
You mean just like the Lamont Roach Jr. Tank Davis rematch?
Pretty much.
Who told you that fight wasn't going to happen, guys? This has become a reoccurring theme on this channel, guys.
Oh, man. It's that bad.
Yeah, guys. Look. I don't just say this stuff just to say it, guys. Okay? I don't just say this stuff just to say it. Daisy, good of you to join us, sister. Hope you're doing well. The only fight I'm looking forward is Matthias versus Smith, and Navarrete, my favorite fighter, versus Nunez. Wait a minute. That's the Nunez fight at 135 for the vacant belt is not on this card, is it?
No, I'm talking about Sugar Nunez versus Emmanuel Navarrete.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, Emmanuel Navarrete. Is he still fighting, guys?
Yeah, he's still a champ.
Oh. Okay. I love me some Emmanuel Navarrete, but yeah, man. How much left does he have? El Vaquero.
We'll see on February 26th.
Okay. Oh boy, Emmanuel Navarrete. I tell you what, I love me some Emmanuel Navarrete as well, but man, look, in the immortal words of Eddie Futch, when you fight like Emmanuel Navarrete, you could have a short but glorious career. Let's hope for the best for Keith Thurman and Sebas Fundora.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Keith Thurman, I can't believe we're still talking about him. He hasn't been anything since what? 2017, 2018?
Well, since Pacquiao beat him?
Yeah. Well, that was 2019.
Yeah.
That was 6 years ago, guys. And you mean to tell me that that Manny Pacquiao has made a comeback before Keith Thurman?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, not technically, but, you know. He could have had the fight with Tim Tszyu, but
well, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Number 5, Factor Fiction, James.
No, real quick, that's a bad what if for Keith Thurman, man. You go from getting back in the ring after an extended hiatus, and you do the whole thing in reference to being in Australia and walk into the ring to This Is America, thinking you have a fight with Tim Tszyu. Then you don't get the fight with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu gets beat by Sebastian Fundora. You think you get that fight with Sebastian Fundora, and you don't get it in 2025, and you might not get it here in 2026. Man. Talk about tough luck.
Yeah, well, the only thing that's going up right now in terms of Keith Thurman is his hairline. That's about it. Number 5, Big James. Yeah. Factor Fiction, brother. Agit Kabayel will stretch the foul pole Damien Neva this Saturday in Germany. Factor Fiction.
Kind of a fiction. I don't think it's going to be where Damien Neva's going to get laid out, but he might end up getting stopped. It'll be, TKO by exhaustion.
You think he'll take a knee?
Yeah, I think he'll take a knee or something like that. I don't think he's ready. And I've said over the past few days, I was there to watch Damien Neva's last fight against Joey DeWesco at the Barclays Center, and I'm like, yeah, I know y'all were trying to bring him up to a certain level, but if you go up against Joey DeWesco and you're trying to get Damien Neva to a certain part or a certain point in the heavyweight division, then he's going to have to take care of a Joey DeWesco within 3 rounds, not 7. And even in that 7, it wasn't like, was absolutely impressive that, he finished off DeWesco in that bout. No. So here against one of the hottest heavyweights in the ring there in, Agit Kabayel, it's going to be a bad look if he hasn't, have everything, all his ducks in a row and all that type of stuff. So, but I see him getting stopped.
Yeah, I see him getting stopped as well. And let's go back to this because this is what I thought you were going to say, right? Let's go back to Tyson Fury, right?
Okay.
And I thought you were going to say this. Number 2, or the second part of this Factor Fiction is fiction, because Wardley's not going to have the belt by later this year. He's going to get beat by Agit Kabayel. That's what I thought you were going to say. And it's going to be Agit Kabayel fighting Tyson Fury.
Nah. I mean, I don't know if that would happen either, but like the thing with Fabio, I don't know what his situation is going to be with that WBO belt, man. Now maybe they could have Tyson Fury fight Fabio Wardley, but that would be all Frank Warren. But I just like I don't see it. But hey, Tyson Fury's coming back for something. He's getting in the gym.
Well, look, this is why they're making a big homecoming with Agit Kabayel. I talked about this briefly on last night's show. Agit Kabayel is, well, he is the man right now in the heavyweight division in a scene, right, in the German landscape where it used to be thriving. It used to be all about boxing with the Klitschko's, Alexander Povetkin. It used to be huge there, thriving. Captain Marco Hook, it used to be thriving over there. Yeah. Now, it's non-existent. And Frank Warren's trying to revive it with Agit Kabayel for all the right reasons. And I guarantee you, he's going to put that fight together later this year if Tyson Fury doesn't claim it first.
Yeah, he could. But that card with Agit Kabayel and Damian Neva, they got like another fight there for another interim belt. I think it's for the interim 140 belt or something there with
oh gosh.
What is it? I'll be able to look it up, but
oh goodness.
Yair Herrera versus Ricardo Nunez. I think that's
is that one? Is that on this card?
Yes, it is.
That's at 135.
Yeah, 135. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's for Shakur's WBC belt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I knew it was coming up. Guys, come on. Do the WBC, do they even think when they're actually mandating these fights?
Hey, man, I tried to see if I could have something in reference to this particular bout, reaching out to representatives within the WBC, but they said that they are holding off in reference to updates as far as their rankings until after this month.
All right.
Because of the fights happening this month.
Well, look, in my opinion, Agit Kabayel, his future looks very bright. Right? First guy to knock out Frank Sanchez. Done. First guy to knock out
Arslanbek
Magmadov. First guy to knock out also the Big Bang Zhilei. Someone I'm forgetting also on his skins. Look, the future looks bright. His resume, as of the past 2 years, is very impressive. And he's won them all by knockout. And in the case of Big Bang Zhilei, he got him off the canvas, dusted himself off, and commenced to whooping that ass. Yep. I like this fight between Agit Kabayel and Fabio Wardley when it's made down the road. And do I give Damian Neva a chance? No. He's a tough guy, but he doesn't have enough crack in his shot to get the attention or the respect of Agit Kabayel.
I'll put it this way. I've said it that I've been in attendance for a number of fights for Damian Neva. Like he doesn't have that necessarily the oomph behind his punch there when you have takes a lot of time for you to stop not only Joey DeWesco, but a couple of years ago, Curtis Harper. I was at the Prudential Center for that. So yeah.
Oh boy. Let's move on, and you're gonna love this one.
All right.
Don't tell Matthew. Alexander Usyk will scrap the idea of facing Deontay Wilder in the USA because no one will be willing to guarantee their absurdly high purse demands, except maybe Fresh Productions. Oh, chingo.
Man, I hope
Actor bitching Big James.
Man, I hope that's a fiction, man. I hope that's a fiction because, listen, I was calling that this fight was going to happen. I was calling for it.
And theoretically, all parties involved seem to be on the same page, but they haven't yet started shopping for a TV date yet. And who's going to be the lead promoter? He's not working with Christchuk anymore.
Yeah, but that's going to be the thing. Who is going to be the
Guarantee those purses? I can't imagine. Who?
Yeah, because I mean, you talk
Like,
about Las Vegas.
Think about how much money these guys have grown accustomed to receiving.
At minimum, $15 million for each.
Who's going to do that? No one. No one. Guys, this is going to be fact. I'm pulling out my crystal ball right now, and yep, fact, guys. Factity fact. Oh boy,
man, they talk about this fight. It could be for May, but not in the U.S. If it's going to be for whatever they may ask for, not in the U.S.
I can see both men crawling back to Turkey al-Sheikh, trying to convince him of at least guaranteeing this for $10 million when they find out no one's interested in the American market. Factity fact. Yeah, I know, guys.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I saw that Fabio Wardley beat Joseph Parker, man, I was like, that certainly told me that Alexander Usyk wasn't going to be fighting no Fabio Wardley. So that's why I said if there's only a guy with the name left, it would be Deontay Wilder. But if they're going to ask for what they could potentially ask for those for that fight to happen, yeah, good luck if anyone in the U.S. could be able to cover that.
What promoter would be willing to stage this dog with fleas? You think Dana White's going to want to put up that kind of money?
You don't see TGB and them doing it.
Nope. You don't see Golden Boy. You definitely don't see Top Rank without any TV dates. They're pimping their guys out to everybody.
Yeah.
Who's going to do it?
Times Square, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Carlos, yes, I did do my best KOs of last year. And I don't remember who I selected. I know Schofield was a candidate for that.
He wasn't even a candidate for mine.
Well, who did you pick as KO of the year?
Knockout of the year was Brian Norman Jr. over Jen Sasaki.
You know what? That was another candidate as well for me. But I don't remember who me and Rodney actually selected for KO of the year.
The one that I had for like second place was Frank Martin. With
Frank Martin with Old Man Rancis. Yes, that was another candidate. I had 10 candidates on mine, and I don't remember who I selected.
Yeah, 10. I only had 5, man. What was it?
I had 10, and dude, look, I had to put this one as a candidate, and it was Murat Gassiev putting away the old man.
That was a good left hook.
Murat Pulev.
Yeah, that was a good left hook.
That beautiful, perfectly timed left hook.
That
makes him a player in the German landscape as well.
Yeah. But that didn't make, I don't know why, but it didn't make my cut. I had the Dave Allen one.
I also had Fabio Wardley.
Hold on.
Knocking out after losing the fight. Knocking out the guy, I can't remember his name. Hooney.
Yeah, Justice Hooney. That was a candidate.
That was a candidate as well. I don't remember who I picked, guys.
All right, knockout. I had the Usyk Dubois as one.
That's who I picked. It was Usyk versus Dubois. He made because of the impact in front of. Now, once again, guys, remember the stakes. This is for undisputed. And it was in front of over 80,000 at Wembley. And it was a Daniel Dubois who was brimming with confidence. That's why I chose it. And it was a perfectly timed left hook out of nowhere. It was beautifully, beautifully timed, perfectly placed. And it cemented Usyk as the man in the heavyweight division, beating all 3 guys twice, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Daniel Dubois. Mm-hmm. That's why it made my KO of the year. So there it is. But yes, Schofield was one of my candidates. That was very impressive. Getting out Tevin Farmer when William Zepeda had all kinds of fits, getting him out of there in only 78 seconds, Big James. Come on now.
Yeah.
Gotta love that.
Man.
So here we go, guys. We're going to move on to number 7. Ryan Garcia isn't troubled. He's merely a darn fool. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
What do you think about Big James, him passing the lie detector test? He was on World Star Hip Hop with a lie detector machine hooked up to him, and they asked him all kinds of stupid questions, and they slipped this one in. They slipped in, hey, was the fight with Devin Haney, was it a tough fight? And he said no, and he passed. And then immediately following that, they slipped in, did you cheat in the fight with Devin Haney? And he looks at him, he goes, no. And he passed. And Bill Haney came on and said, oh man, let me pull up Devin or Bill Haney's comment. Because I want you to hear this, okay? And I want to speak intelligently about this. But while I'm looking this up, what are your thoughts? And once again, guys, I'm going to just play this because I spent a lot of time making this. I'm going to play this even though we don't have a...
It's time for the BoxingSource.net Rapid Fire Q&A.
Okay. Guys, if you haven't already, please go bookmark the BoxingSource.net. That's J.R. Bell's site. Great work. Great job. And we'll talk about what you reported on your rumor mill a couple days ago, just after this. This is what Bill Haney said when he found out that he passed the lie detector test. He said this, and I'm quoting him on X, the shame of Victorville. Ryan Garcia still trying to convince people he didn't plead guilty to using performance enhancement drugs is beyond nasty work. It's disturbing behavior. Is he all right? I'll be honest. Look, and what is Bill Haney? Why is he even concerned with this? Because Ryan Garcia, even though he's a damn fool and a doofus, he's been very consistent in making the claim that his supplements were tainted with ostarine, and he never took it willingly or knowingly.
Knowingly, yeah.
And he's been consistent about that. Was he guilty? Yes, the test is the test. And he served his suspension. So why is Bill Haney still even concerned with this?
Maybe if there's like any shot that they may fight each other again, Devin and Ryan Garcia. But, I mean, we'll see, though. We shall see, though.
Look, man, he's got to get past Mario Barrios first, and that goes to your rumor mill. James, you reported something on the rumor mill the other day. Would you like to talk about it?
Yes, in reference to the fight between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, that is for the WBC Welterweight Championship. Yes, it was made public by Ryan Garcia some time back that he, agreed to fight Mario Barrios for the date of February 21st, but it's looking like it may not happen on February 21st. Looking like, given what's been happening on one side, that they may push it back for another 4 weeks. So it would be exactly 1 month after, for March 21st is what it could be the date for that particular bout. And it would headline a fight card in Las Vegas there with 4 fights that would be on at least the pay-per-view portion of that, fight card there. So,
and in the co-main event, we know this much. The co-main event is going to be Edgar Berlanga versus challenging Jose Armando Resendez for his WBA title. And then also on the card is going to be Gary Antoine Wursel versus the tough, heavy-handed Japanese fighter, Hirioka. And tentatively scheduled Lester Martinez versus the dreaded TBA, which I doubt will take place, especially if it's postponed.
Yeah.
So why is it being postponed again? Do you even want to clarify that? Because it sounds like someone didn't want to train over the holidays.
Yeah, like even with the potential of this person getting back to his, as they say, roots, so to speak, when it comes to camp. I guess he wasn't necessarily ready to be in that camp last month. So they're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we could push it another month, because right now I'm not quite ready. I'm not quite ready to fully go into camp. So I guess they, granted that. And I didn't catch up with this news on the other side because I didn't follow up with the other source. I just, talked with them in reference to one thing, but didn't mention this particular fight as of yet. So I'll kind of like get more information on that tomorrow.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're really looking to hear, because Bob, man, he's got something to say about it.
Yeah. Let's just say that he's trying to lock down if one of his fighters is going to be fighting in Philadelphia, because they say that they're going to be fighting in Philadelphia, but as of right now, I don't see an opponent yet for it. So
yeah. Well, I tell you what, guys, to be continued. And we want to thank you for your reporting, James. We appreciate it, my friend. Guys, once again, if you haven't already bookmarked theboxingsource.net, please do it, because you get all kinds of insider information from Big J.R. Bell, a genuine insider and a guy who works his ass off, all for you guys. So there it is. Oh boy, here we go. We're at the tail end, brother. Here we come. Number 8, fact or fiction, brother. Raimundo Murataya will be one and done as IBF champ on January 24th. Fact or fiction?
Some people don't say this, but I say it's a fact.
¿Por qué?
Man, it's been some time that I've seen Raymond Murataya in the ring. Like, as far back as 2021, I think he had the fight in Mandalay Bay that was headlined by Crawford versus Porter. But yeah, since then he's kind of slowly climbed up there, and was eventually named the full IBF champion after Vasily Lomachenko retired.
Look, and speaking of Vasily Lomachenko, James, remember on the co-main event of the Devin Haney-Lomachenko pay-per-view, Raimundo Murataya looked amazing. He knocked out Nakatila, a guy who Shakur struggled with. And since then, what has Top Rank done?
Not much.
Stick him in the ring with a terrible style matchup, a guy who doesn't like to take the lead as well. And that's Tevin Farmer.
Yeah.
And when faced against guys who force him to take the lead, a lot like Teofimo Lopez, Murataya looks downright ordinary. He only looks good when presented with guys who are going to come right at him.
Right.
So what are we to expect against a badass like Andy Cruz? A guy who's never going to come right at him.
He might end up getting frustrated. Either he'll get really frustrated or he could get embarrassed in the ring.
I think both. And there it is. And there it is. Hey, brother Neverfold. Peace be with you, my friend. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. There's my brother in Christ, Neverfold, man. Hey, are you going to be on H Money's channel tonight or whatever? Let me know when you're going to be on talking, because I've got a lot to talk about, brother. Just like I am right now. Bull Rider Game Farm. What a name. Good to see you. He says, I've got the boxing source on speed dial. Yes. Yes.
Supporter of the channel there. So, yeah.
There you go. More the merrier.
Oh, man.
Gee, Funky Boxing. I want my guys. Can you believe the MTV is no more? And I'm sorry, guys. I hate to break this to you, but it's been that way since the 90s. As soon as they started introducing the real world, it was done.
Well,
This is a long time coming, guys, from Capcom CBS. Or not Capcom, what's it called?
Comcast
Yeah,
or
CBS
Universal,
whatever. It's
Viacom.
CBS Viacom, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I think there was a song that goes video killed the radio star, but it looked like streaming music basically killed MTV.
No, it was the real world that killed MTV. Damn fools. But yes, streaming killed the music industry, period. That's why they switched to the real world. Sorry, bastages. Anyway, MTV, I've been missing it for the last 35 years.
Although they did have Making the Band, but you know,
That was VH1, brother.
oh yeah, that was VH1. You're right.
Yeah. Dude, I love Band Reunited. That was one of my favorite shows on VH1 as well. If you guys haven't seen Bands Reunited, go back and look up the Berlin episode with my very first crush, Terry Nunn, right, on lead vocals, and Kajagoogoo. That one actually brought tears to my eyes. It was so beautiful. Very well done. But they ran out of bands to reunite. I guess you can say that with MTV. So, vaya con Dios, MTV. Yeah. Yeah. But look, guys, and look, this is the worst possible style matchup for Raymundo. Like, why would they do this to him? Again, they had no choice. If he wants to fight for the belt and keep the title, he's got to take on Andy Cruz.
You know, it's also kind of like the thing there with Top Rank too, because when you don't have TV dates and you don't have anything locked up, then you can't get Ray Murray fights to defend the title, you know, with. So they ain't had no choice. And that's why you see this thing end up being on Matchroom. They couldn't really bid for anything either.
No.
So.
Oh my gosh, and that's another thing, how the mighty have fallen. Have you heard anything about Top Rank ever getting any TV dates?
No, and I haven't really inclined about it.
Yeah, it's almost like picking at a scab by calling Bruce Trampler or Brad Goodman at this time.
Yeah,
or Carl Moretti.
No,
it's like, hey, any TV? He's like, dude, you know what? We would announce it if we did.
Yeah, but I ain't even, asking.
Yeah, it's like picking someone when they're down.
Someone asked about it, the other day, and I was like, nah, I ain't even bother when it was during the thing that it was happening, before July, so I was like, nah, just leave it alone, let them handle what they need to handle, and if it happens, cool. If not, then we're gonna see what's going on Top Rank Classics or something. I mean,
all I can say this to Todd DeBuff is, hey, pimping ain't easy.
Oh my God. That guy. I'm gonna just say that guy. That's all I'll say. Because man,
you mean the guy from Colorado Springs trying to run an outfit in Vegas? Dude, when? Oh my gosh, guys. It's bad news, guys. And look, can we even consider Top Rank as a major promoter anymore? Or are they, Big James, are they just glorified managers at this point?
Right now, yes. Think about it. Look at what's happening in January just by itself. You got Ray Murray there on the screen. That's one. You got Xander Zayas is going to be competing over in Puerto Rico. You got a couple of other fighters, at least two other fighters within that same card.
Wait a minute. Dude, I defy you.
Okay.
Google Magic, guys. Type into Google and say, where can I see Xander Zayas versus Baras Abu?
Where?
And find what AI comes up with.
Was that a ghost?
Yeah. Guys, you can't. Where's this fight going to be seen? Where can we see this unification bout at 154? Yeah, it's that bad, guys. It's that bad. Come on, Top Rank. We expect more from you. They're so far in 2026, they're my leading candidate for manager of the year. How do you like that? Because they're not a promoter.
No. So
they're pimping out all their guys to the highest bidder.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you had the thing with remember when you had Rafael Espinoza defend his belt against
what was
Arnold
that in Mexico, right?
In Mexico, and they had the thing on ESPN Knockout. They don't even have it picked up for ESPN Knockout.
Nope,
man, what's
they don't.
Going on?
Yep. They don't.
This is crazy.
Yeah, dude, they'd be better off showing this on Instagram. TikTok, anybody? Oh, dude. Okay, this is where G Funky was going with this. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. Yeah, man, Martin Knopfler, one of the greatest guitar players of our era. The guy was a chicken picking fool, man. Heidel, welcome to the show, sir. Is Golden Boy going to lose their DAZN deal? They are doing less shows. The last show is in November. Look, they're doing a co-promotion with PBC in March. And I'm sure they have big plans for all of their other fighters. No, they're not losing their DAZN deal. They just don't want to. Look, from what I've been told by Eric Gomez, they're going to be planning several big events in the U.S. market without Turki Al-Sheikh. So I don't know if they're going to lose their DAZN deal, but they're going to lose Daddy Warbucks. And I don't think De La Hoya cares. I think he wants to go head to head with Cue Ball, Dana White.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
We might see oh shoot, what was it? What was it? Jojo Diaz versus Regis Prograis, that fight card that was in Chicago.
Yep. That was beautiful.
Might see more like that.
Yep. I can guarantee it. Guys, look, and we're going to get Rick Glazier on Thursday, and he'll give us the skinny on the latest from Golden Boy. He's a working agent with Golden Boy Promotions, doing a lot of matchmaking for them and finding prospects for them as well.
Oh, man.
There we go. Wait a minute. What number are we? Oh, we're on number 8. Let's move to number 9, sir. All right, here we go. Fact or fiction, Big James. TV Lopez will shock the world and outpoint Shakur Stevenson in a real snoozer. Fact or fiction?
I hope that's a fiction.
Oh,
first of all, I listen. I know that we have these styles with Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Nafis Saeed Stevenson, but given that I am planning to cover that particular event, I want that main event to be as exciting as possible. So I don't want to see any type of Teofimo Lopez versus Sandro Martin. I don't want to see something like that.
Oh, jeez. You're going to see it, brother.
I don't want to see a Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. I don't want to see something like that.
Look, guys, at the very best, James, you're going to see a nice, boring day of light sparring in which they look like they're engaged in a fencing contest. That's what you're going to see. And you want to hear something funny? I can't disclose who revealed this to me, but it was someone who was at the press conference, staying at the same hotel. They woke up to get some breakfast very early in the morning, around 4, and they saw Shakur, Teofimo, both getting out of the elevator, talking about and going their separate ways, and said, "Hey, man, we're already selling tickets. Let's keep this banter up." They said, "Yeah, man, hey, good luck in camp. I'll see you on fight night." All of this banter and bad blood, guys, is a facade.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm being serious. They are friends, guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's that, but remember, you're talking with somebody that actually went up there for the press conference, right?
Yep.
And seeing what was going on in that press conference. Now
Yeah.
compare that. Now compare that to what they were talking about, regardless of what their situation is. Compare that press conference to what they were doing when they were talking with the guy there from Ring Magazine.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Did they ever say on the head-to-head with that fake Guido? What's his name? Rick Reno? Yeah. Gosh, man. How that guy thinks he looks good before he leaves the hotel room every day is beyond me. Ching Gao, you know he's single because no woman would ever allow their man to walk out that room dressed like that. And yes, I said it. But you mean to tell me during the head-to-head with Reno, he didn't say room 40? Room for these nuts? He didn't say that? Like, what is wrong with Teofimo Lopez? Does he actually think that stuff is funny?
Yeah. That's a good question. In reference to Zuffa boxing.
And dude, it left Shakur dumbfounded. He's like, pause, dude. Man, I don't even know how to respond.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing here, man?
It's like, dude, are you still in the 8th grade? And hey, don't forget that trick he pulled on Keyshawn Davis when he was in New York.
Right.
This guy is a clown. Like, he's neck and neck with Ryan Garcia, I think.
Could be.
And I don't think I'm wrong. Refugio. Here, listen to this.
I saw that. Oh, come on.
Oh, Ching Gao. Well, look, at least Rick has a wife who dresses him more respectably. You can't say the same thing for Rick Reno. Ching Gao. I think he's, wait a minute. G-Funky, who was the gay member of the Sopranos family? I think that's Rick Reno. Oh, Ching Gao.
He's nowhere near cutting promos like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
You see this shirt too with the wrestling.
Yeah, Rick Reno. That's his new name. He's Vito.
Yep.
Dressed in leather at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Hey, shout out G Funky. He nailed it. Yep. That's it. I mean, come on, man. Like every time I see him in the press conference, he has that same look. I'm like, come on, man. This ain't the 1950s in New York.
Gosh. You know what, dude? Rick Reno, that guy's Vito, man, from The Sopranos. Dude, just put it away, dude. Just put it away, brother. The only thing he seems to be putting away, man, are the pizzas. Ching Gao, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah,
man.
Maybe he. Go ahead.
On this event, though, man. I'm still hoping because like I got a double header planned for that weekend. We got Pro Box over here on the 30th, and then you got Ring 6 on the 31st. So I know that I'm going to get some action on Pro Box on the 30th. There's going to be a whole lot of fights that's going to be on that card. And then I got to go up to New York the next day, for those, 4, 5, 6 fights is going to be on there. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it, turns out, man.
And for everyone who's been waiting for us to talk about January 23rd, I had to save that for last. Here we go, because I know James has a lot to say about it. Dana White, fact or fiction, brother. Dana White will fail to make a big impact at his Apex broom closet on January 23rd. Fact or fiction?
That's a fact. Because
geez, dude. Like honestly, the Apex, it's about as big as my living room.
Hey, listen, man. As of right now, they're about the same level as Fresh Productions is at this point when it's talking about their event on January 23rd. Because where have I seen anything about it?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything about it?
No.
Okay.
Tentatively scheduled. You've got Callum Walsh, who laid an egg on Crawford Canelo co-main event. Now, from what I've been told, he's going to be fighting Ocampo. Really?
So you're talking about K2 fighters will be on this. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Beggars can't be choosers, brother. And then you've got Rayo Valenzuela against, from what I've been told, the dreaded TBA. And who else? I thought Vito Milnecki Jr. was going to be on that card, but hey, we're going to talk to Ronnie Shields about that. From what I've been told, Vito Sr. thought wiser of signing with Zuffa, and now he's going to be working with Al Heyman again?
Yes, through Samson Lukowitz.
That's it. That's it.
But I thought Dan Rayfield said that Vito Milnicki signed with Zuffa Boxing.
Well, Dan Raphael's always wrong, brother. You know this.
You know what, Joseph? I'm right all the time.
Yeah, only when you're at Golden Corral Buffet, fat boy. Hey, quit hogging the mashed potatoes, Holmes. Did I ever tell you that one story? It was in the media room where they had the spread PBC, and it was on the undercard of, I think it was,
Probably was some time back then. But yeah,
PBC, it was back with, it was on the undercard of Adrian Broner versus Marcos Maidana.
Oh, yeah.
And I was sitting with Ness, and I was sitting with Banner Promotions. What's his name? Artie Palulo from Philadelphia. And I was also sitting with my friend Mark Livitz from Houston, Texas. Now resides in Austin. And Dan was by himself, hating life, eating a Caesar salad. And this spread was decked out back when PBC had a ton of money. And so we had steak medallions. We had fettuccine Alfredo, cheesecake, mashed potatoes, baked ziti. Like they really stacked it for us, guys. And it was amazing. And I was like, and Artie Palulo was the first one to point out, hey, look at Dan. And I, of course, right? I said, hey, Dan, how's that salad? Is that working for you, brother? And everyone's just cracking up, and he's like,
fuck you, Joseph.
True story, guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude, we couldn't stop laughing, man. It was hilarious. Oh, dude. And I need some more gravy for my mashed potatoes. Someone cut Dan.
Oh, man. That's criminal, man. That was criminal.
That was back when PBC and Golden Boy really hooked everybody up.
Yeah. I mean, PBC still did it, but you would have to be in Vegas or something, though.
Yeah. Well, no. Look, last time I worked a show for them, I think it was one of the Charlo shows, and it was at the SBC Center, the home of the San Antonio Spurs, which is now AT&T.
Yeah.
If they couldn't set that up, they've always taken care of the media. They will give you a per diem of $25 to spend anywhere at the arena.
Yep. Shoot, if it was if it's not like PBC, it would be through Swanson, and through Swanson, even they'll hook you up because hey, when I was at the Barclays Center for the Danny Garcia event, they got a voucher for us for that. So
oh yeah, look, Kelly is a good lady, man. She's a good girl. I've always gotten along with Kelly.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, it's the last thing you could ever accuse PBC of doing is not treating their people correctly or very, very well. They've always gone out of their way to be the proper host. And I've always appreciated that from PBC. You don't see that from Top Rank ever. Not anymore. And you haven't in quite some time. Even the last show I went to in Corpus. Yeah. So there it is, guys. But look, let's go back to this. Dana White will fail to make a big impact at his Apex broom closet. Dude, like that says it all. They're not even interested in selling tickets anywhere. They're staging it at their COVID arena, the Apex. Like, what are they going for here, guys?
I have no idea what they're doing with that.
Hey, dude. Yeah, it's that salad, Big Dan. Oh, geez. Good times, guys. Good times. I miss Artie, man. I miss Artie. Every time he came to town, we always hung out. Good guy. Very good guy. I remember last I said when I found out he was coming to San Antonio for the Chavez Vera fight. He said, "Hey, I'm going to be in town for that." I said, "Hey, man, let me treat you to a steak." He goes, "Joseph, you didn't just twist my arm, you broke it." Oh, man, what a good guy. And he always made time for everybody. Yeah, I'm going to have to invite him back on the show, man. He's such a good guy. Part of the Palulo family of Philadelphia. Yes. Notice I left one word out of that. Starts with a C-R-I-M-E. Anyway, brother, that's about it. Is there anything that we forgot to discuss, JR?
Not, for this month. Everything's pretty much been covered. Just looking forward to, the action at least here this month and going into the next couple of weeks.
Oh, I forgot to get your thoughts on Moses Itama on the 24th across the pond.
Oh, yeah, against
and Jermaine Franklin. And we're going to be getting him on the show later this week.
So, that's going to be a pretty solid matchup there, for Fabio and Jermaine Franklin. Fabio Worley, of course, is
no Moses Itama.
Oh, I mean Itama. Excuse me, Moses Itama. And he, looks like they really want to push him to be there to contend for a world title. He's already had like a number one spot in one of the sanctioning bodies, but at least here they're saying, hey, let's just have a couple of fights, see where he's at. And then, if they feel like he's ready, if he gets his win over Jermaine Franklin, then we'll see if he's going to be ready here at least by the end of this year. But Jermaine Franklin will make it tough for him, that's for sure.
I tell you what, man, if Moses Itama makes light work of a guy like Jermaine Franklin, I'll be sold. Because no one has an easy day at the office against Jermaine Franklin. He made Anthony Joshua look downright awkward. So, look, while I don't expect him to beat Moses Itama, I don't expect him to make it an easy day at the office. And I like Moses Itama, but Jermaine Franklin is a tough, awkward. Can you call him the Carlos Takam of this era of heavyweights?
Ooh, you could.
He is the carving knife of all the major players in boxing in the heavyweight division. And I talked about this briefly on last night's show. He is one of the unsung heroes of boxing. He is the guy that you need to help build the top prospects. He's the guy that you need to help season your fighters properly. And he's never going to have a parade thrown for him in his hometown of Grand Rapids.
Well,
but he's a necessary cog that makes the clock run.
You talked about Carlos Takam, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got another one of a fighter that Carlos Takam faced. That could be something that could be like an unsung hero, and actually has a fight coming up this week. Jerry Forrest.
Who?
Jerry Forrest.
Oh, Jerry Forrest.
Yeah.
The guy who had a draw with the Big Bang Chile Zhang.
Yep.
Yes.
And Michael Hunter.
He's a very good fighter. And he's gonna bring out either the best or the worst in you, depending on who you think you're fighting. If you take him seriously, he's gonna elevate your level. And if you don't take him seriously, he's gonna make you look downright silly. That's a good call, Big James. And once again, these are guys who are necessary within the business of boxing, who don't get the shine that they deserve. And so my hat's off to guys like Jerry Forrest and to guys like Jermaine Franklin. And I tell you what, boxing, the business needs you guys desperately. So guys, appreciate that when you see it come up on the 24th, care of Queensberry Promotions. So that's about it, brother. Look, I'll say this. Best of luck to Fresh Productions.
Man.
Look, you need to think about these things before you actually start spending your money. Because in the boxing business, if you don't know what you're doing, you will bleed millions. Just ask Turkey El Sheikh.
Listen, man, I hope something happens where they get some type of return out of this, or else it could be really, really catastrophic for them on that front. Like I said, as always, shout out to Joseph here. As we're able to join in for this particular edition of WaraWeek Boxing there and Fact or Fiction. For next week, we see if we'll have the coach back, and also see if we have a special guest invited for that particular show.
Yes, in a galaxy near you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Woo! I'll tell you what, good call, James. I love that dude. But hey, man, we'll see if we can get out of Ronnie the latest, because I haven't heard a damn thing regarding Callum Smith versus David Morrell Jr.
Yeah.
What's going on with that, James?
Man, I do not know. And like I said, I reached out to some reps in the World Boxing Council, but didn't get anything for that. So hopefully we do get an update from the coach on next week's show.
There it is. And Daisy echoes my sentiment. Thank you to the Boxing Source. Yes, ma'am. He's always a plethora of good tidings and good cheer and very, very pertinent information. Guys, on behalf of James from the Boxing Source, I'm Joseph Heron. You've been listening to WaraWeek Boxing. Have a great evening, everybody.
Affordable Dentures proudly presents living legend and elite level trainer, Ronnie Shields.